You're already making those. So have I. Started with meniscus pain.
Yeah, how are you guys doing?
We missed it.
My guest was catching the bus to go up to the house for dinner. And I said, no, it's right up there.
I'm calling for this one.
Hello, everyone. I guess the speakers work. I'd like to take a minute to introduce our mayor. Jim Martucci's here. He'd like to say a few words. We're not going to have a lot of speeches today, but we'd like to just say a few words if we could have your attention just for a minute. Mayor?
Thanks, Scott. On behalf of the Borough Council, I'd like to welcome everyone tonight to a fireworks display. For the past few years, we've been having fireworks at the end of the summer to celebrate the amazing volunteers that we have here in Ringwood. Our community is fortunate to have so many great volunteers, but before we continue the celebration, I would like to have a moment of silence, please, to remember the victims and the families of the 9/11 tragedy. We must never forget. Thank you. Now, to celebrate our volunteers, I'd like to ask Borough Manager Scott Heck to announce the volunteers of the year. Scott?
Thank you, Mayor. Well, I have a lot of roles in the Borough of Ringwood, and one of the great roles that I have is the honor of reading through all these resumes and letters and recommendations from all the citizens who think they have a great volunteer that they want to send an award to, and this year is certainly no exception. So, like the mayor said, for the past few years, we've been having fireworks to celebrate amazing volunteers that we have here in Ringwood. Amongst these volunteers, we have 3 fire departments, an ambulance corps, a dive team, emergency management team. They spend countless hours volunteering to make sure that the health, welfare, and safety of the community comes first, and they do an awesome job. In addition, we also have countless volunteers that spend their time helping the community in many, many different ways. This could be coaching, helping at the library, the farmers market, food drives, fundraising, and so many more. We couldn't have the great community that we have without these volunteers, because the volunteers are the backbone of our community. We appreciate their time, their commitment, and their energy to give Ringwood the amazing place and the atmosphere to live and work in that we have. We ask each year for people to nominate someone that they feel goes above and beyond. So based upon the submissions, we chose an emergency volunteer, emergency service volunteer, as well as a community volunteer, so I'd like to announce those winners. I have to change hands, so. Karen, can you just step forward? You should kind of be in the center here. We received a lot of nominations, as I told everybody, and Karen was humbled when I called her. I don't know that she necessarily likes the spotlight, but I just want to read you a little summary about Karen Marcus, who is our Citizen Volunteer of the Year this year. Karen has been a volunteer for more than 20 years. She's been involved in all aspects of the Ringwood Public Library, from taking minutes, fundraising, teaching. There's no job that's too big or too small for Karen. I know that firsthand. A former high school English teacher, Karen has donated her time and talents to teaching creative writing classes at the library called Writing from the Heart, English as a second language, and to help individuals with their writing and speaking skills. Karen served on the executive board of Eat Local, helping the town's ability to provide access to healthy foods, and volunteered her time at the farmers market. Not only is Karen a great volunteer, she's a great role model, and Ringwood is very lucky to have her. And we certainly want to thank Karen for all she does. I work with Karen at the library often. When she has an issue, she doesn't mind sharing that issue with me, and I thank you for that. But I have to tell you that the number of people that had wonderful things to say, we couldn't put it all on one piece of paper, and we only have so much time before it starts. So, Karen, the mayor has a small plaque for you in appreciation for all that you've done for the community. The next individual, Mark Zupnick here. Mark Zupnick's going to receive this award for the next recipient. I think he's probably over by the ambulance corps. While he's on his way over here, I can't tell you the number of people who sent in comments about Matt Kapacki. Matt Kapacki's been a volunteer for countless years, and when I called Matt to talk to him about this, he doesn't like to be in the forefront. He likes to be in the background, and that's kind of a testament to how he operates. But so the captain of the ambulance corps will accept this on his behalf. Let me read you a little bit about Matt. Matt is a volunteer at the EMT Ringwood Ambulance Corps, which in itself is a great responsibility. But on top of that, he's also the CPR and the first aid chair in charge of running certification classes for the borough. And he's currently also running the cadet corps for the 14 to 17-year-olds who want to become EMTs. So he's training the future EMTs, which is awesome. Matt is known to head to calls while off duty to help out before the ambulance gets there. He freely gives of his own time to help out the residents of Ringwood. One of the things that kind of moved us was we have an example from one person who sent in a letter. And as told by one resident who nominated him, Matt responded to a call of an 8-year-old boy having an allergic reaction from a peanut allergy. And while all the responders did a great job, Matt heard the call and came straight from his home. Not only did he do a great job calming the boy and the parents down, Matt drove to the hospital with the boy in the ambulance, ensuring that he would stay calm the whole way. The resident was so pressed that Matt gave up his entire Sunday afternoon for someone he didn't even know he wasn't on duty. Well, while that's impressive, those of us that know Matt are not the slightest bit surprised. This is just one small example of what Matt does for Ringwood and its residents every day, as well as all the ambulance workers and volunteers. We know Matt is not happy about the fanfare, which he's very clear told me. Preferring to stay in the background, just doing what he loves to do. But we, the Ringwood community, just want him to know how much we appreciate all he does for our town, its residents, and even the visitors, because there's no limit to what they do when that alarm goes off. So Matt is a wonderful example to all of us of how we can help out our community and to truly make a difference in someone's life just by being there and being him. So please express our thanks and gratitude to him, and I certainly have already, and just know that we appreciate everything that he does. Thank you, Captain. And with that, we're going to just enjoy the fireworks and enjoy the evening and have a great night. And just remember the kids are back in school, so drive safely. Mary, you have anything else to add? That's it. Thank you, guys. The music can start again.
Get in what?
I don't know how we're going to do it. What is it? For the kids. But the ones that is going to go like a regular street forward. Drive right away. Let him get the bomb from the end and set me up right this time. This is going to be the third from forward. We're taking a ring.
That's what we're doing, yes.
When they do what we got, so like what we got, or what I stay for. And go, you know what? Fun stuff. Oh, yeah, you got to make sure it's really hard. I'll put the laces on.
called out on it.